Red Dawn. Jacobs hopes that this brutal retaliation should send a clear message for any other pirates who dare to sail our way. He also spoke of further actions pertinent to ousting these thieves. He directed me to a person called Kigor within Evermore, who will have further duties in regards to the Red Guards. Okay.
What's that? Leave your ugly head at last. Big shot, eh? You're in for it now. I'll drink from your stuff. It's over.
It's over! Okay, where is it? fuck that.
You were with the Imperials at the outpost, right? Killed all those damn orcs off? I hope you made them suffer.
Jacobs told me to speak with you about the Red Guards we routed near the bog.
Jakos, huh? Haven't spoken to that wily dog in a while. Oh, that's right. Must have been among the letters. Thanks for reminding me of my mounting paperwork. Yet if what you say is true, and those Red Guards are gone, then we can commence Stage 2. And that's ridding them for good.
What are you planning?
Got what seems to be scouting posts up the river, serving to guide whatever red ship comes sailing our way. We would have dealt with them already if it wasn't for the hazards such confines bring. Any skirmish could quickly flip to slaughter in a heartbeat.
Sounds like a job better done alone, without raising any alarms. Tell me what needs to be done.
You've got a mind for strategy. Since our scouts are hawking other targets, you may need to undergo this one alone.
Yes. I'm more than comfortable to working by myself.
I can see that. Well, since you're so eager, these are the 3 last known locations of those posts. Burn whatever equipment that may exist there, and pacify any hostile threat in any way you see fit. You can always bring another, but you gotta know when company becomes a crowd. Right, give us your map. I'll link the 3 areas where those posts were last seen. It may be that the posts remain, but the people attending them do move, a lot. So, expect small resistance. Shouldn't be much trouble for one of your craft. To reiterate, burn all the gear you find. Make sure the Reds can't set up camp anytime soon. Understand?
Understood.
Great. Maybe now these river rats will get the message. Good luck to you. I'll make sure the reward is waiting on the table when you return. Keep safe.
I don't know. North? Beautiful rain. What are you talking about? Okay.
What's that? Reared your ugly head at last.
How we get down, brother, down!
Make
Kill
you
that
walk.
bastard already! Weak as piss! Slice you ear to ear! Ah, you're in for it now! Don't fuck me off! Now you're mine! Enough! You win! I submit!
Someone there?
Now you're mine! Enough! That's it? That's it!
Where are you? Where are you?
You alright?
The outputs have been dealt with.
So they have. Thought you'd return having botched the job. Truly a marvel to have someone as skilled as you serve this kingdom. If it were up to me, you'd have been knighted a long time ago. Expecting the reward, right? I hope it compensates the ordeal we've dragged you through. It's gonna be a very long time before that shameless lot has the gall to send more of their thieves up our orders. I'm sure you know of the kingdom and its subjects by now. Sigmain has dispensed funding for a number of renovations throughout the realm. So there's much to do around the realm, and a lot of busy people eager to relieve themselves of any extra duties. And that's where you come in.
Can't wait. So what's the first?
We're overdue for 3 reports from 3 important assets. First is from Deepcrack, having recently been liberated and is presently under repair. Second is Lonely Griffin's Retreat, fine appellation, our most remote outpost bordering the northern wastes. You'll have to find a man called Tyr. Careful, there's a short temper. Lastly, there's the mines within the southern mire, the bog for short. I have an overseer there who keeps the labor in check. He'll have our report. Principal reason that you've taken care of our largest hindrances within the realm, meaning that our gold wouldn't be wasted in the land that would soon be looted again. Beyond that, the relations we have with the provincial merchants are filling the treasury. No need to hoard such wealth when half the land is in ruin.
The merchants seems to play a large part in politics here.
They do. A bit too much, in fact. Almost seems their whims are the king's whims. No greater arbiter than those who control gold. Those merchants have grand plans. Worrying plans. Especially those pertinent to New Orsinium and the trade route it borders.
What are they planning with Orsinium?
We're still not sure where the orcs have holed themselves. There's many an enclave that's been mistaken for their capital. Yet we know the orcs aren't content with scant dwellings. What we are sure of is that they're close to the Imperial Road, leading out from the Divide through the valleys to Cyrodiil. A major trade route. And that threatens the merchants dearly.
Raising their home yet again.
As a military man, I've sought for advice, tactical aid and the like, and the plans drawn for the orc problem are terrifying. From what I've seen, this could be the final epoch of the Orc race. Only a matter of time until those enclaves in Skyrim are under threat. Eventually, there won't be a single hole the Orc can call its own. All for a pile of gold. At least this bloodshed won't be all for naught. Don't cause any trouble now.
Kigor has assigned me to my first duties for the kingdom. I'm to collect reports from around the Reach. With many locations undergoing repairs, there will surely be much to note down. Let's hope there isn't too much paperwork to haul around.
Forgive me, friend. I have no desire to offend with my presence. Rest assured, however, I am not one of the orcs who raided this outpost.
So why are you here?
I have a mission here in the Reach, and that is to cease the racial feud that grips this land. All the centuries of violence have yielded nothing but blood. Now the voice shall make up for where the sword has failed.
And how do you hope to achieve that impossible task?
Through ways seldom seen throughout the province. Diplomacy. That was my education, and I seek to make the most of it here. Despite the ferocity seen on both sides of this conflict, there is the hope for peace. Some will have you believe that peace is played in blood, but look around. The corpses of that belief. Yet I'm not naive. Compromises will have to be made, with the orcs sacrificing whatever gains they've made in their onslaught.
Okay, bye. You don't have any...
Ave.
Ave. Things seem to be taking a turn for the better finally. Is there anything else you may need help with?
Funny you should say that, though I wish the sentiment behind my plea shared that levity. Do you remember the woman we rescued here? The one forced upon by the orcs? Sometimes the invocation of the unpleasant is the best way to force engagement with a topic.
Or to quickly make one disengage?
Yet the one before me isn't so squeamish, if your feats across this land are any indication.
What happened then?
Well, the woman, Denise, has vanished, leaving little trace for where she went. She was being tended to by the field nurse, but must have slipped out during the night.
Any idea where she went?
My first suspicion is that of her unborn child. She repressed the trauma from her capture, but I could see the despair simmering beneath her strained smile. The nurse told me of Denise's fascination with this local myth, a witch who was known to perform dark rituals and the like. So my fear is that Denise has fled into the wilds in search of that witch, probably in an attempt to deprive herself of that child. Such actions betray a shattered mind.
I'll see if I can find her.
The Imperials are supposed to protect, govern their subjects, and see them suffer no harm as long as they obeyed. Yet our stay here has put that pledge to the fire. If we can have one small victory, to do one thing right, it would be this. I wish I could send my own, but we've scant bodies to spare. Good luck, for what it's worth, and bring her back alive.
Kigor from Evermore has assigned me in collection reports from the outposts. I'll assume you have such a document.
I'm an Imperial. Do you really need to ask if I've kept up with my end of bureaucracy? Here you go, with the caveat of added paperwork being sent over in the coming days, so we may be seeing more of each other.
What will I expect with this switch?
Having spent many days with nary a peep in the Reach, I've divulged in some research to best prepare against the more dangerous folk in this realm. Of prominence are the witches, who are known to steer the witchmen to greater ends, creating archaic military structures which see themselves as lieutenants, with their hag-raven superiors becoming something akin to generals, whether through birthright or practical utility.
Continue.
Given such responsibility, these witches are commonly trained in arts that can command authority. Mostly, these are the offensive magics they employ, which mostly take the form of the ice sorcery you may have seen, to other more sinister invocations that smack of ancient arts.
But what about this specific witch?
Her name is Zanalata, supposedly. She seldom travels from her lair and is known to make trespassers vanish if they stray too close. However, some are granted the privilege of her presence. For whatever reason, we're not sure. I wouldn't be surprised if such fortunate agents are being weaved into a grander plot by the witch. If there's ever a person you shouldn't trust, it's a witch. Just be careful within her domain. Don't make the mistake of so many others in underestimating her. Enticing words and promises of power have many fall to her schemes.
Don't worry, I keep my focus.
We don't want to see your shriveled head added to her savage gallery. Serve the Empire.
Serve the Empire.
Hello?
Never thought the bog will receive a share of the treasury too. I'm going to need a report to see is that septum was put to good use. What's happening in there?
May the Reach show mercy on you.
Alright, I'll have them fend off.
Get out of here.
You release my kin to the void.
Free from this mortal shackle. The flesh is weak. The unending fire.
Submit, rot consume you.
Okay. All right.
Out of the darkness. On your belly, Michael. Renew action to the void. Remember, I am her vessel.
Unending silence.
Come here, Frank.
I am the world. The world. Yeah.
I'm here to receive a report on how this hamlet is faring.
On your way.
I hope I have what you're looking for.
You were with the Imperials at the outpost, right? Killed all those damn orcs off? I hope you made them suffer.
Here are the reports. Let's say there was some resistance in getting them.
You've surely faced worse, if the accounts from Ravenspring are anything to go by. You've probably fostered the impression of being the sole guardian of this realm. Don't fret, we've all got our burdens. Lest I forget, the king needs you to become an escort.
What type of escort?
Knight. Such jests could be deemed offensive to certain ears. Yet you won't find that with me. Escort in the more literal sense. We've got children soon to depart Ravenspring, their destination being here. Sigmain will elaborate. Never an hour's rest for the kingdom's finest.
Do you think it's possible to tame the Reach?
Were I asked that a year ago, I'd have laughed. But now something feels different. That sensation that had long since died.
Hope?
Aye, that's it. It's the yearning for something better. If we get the right person leading Ravenspring, then Evermore can truly turn itself around. Keep the Witchmen at bay, have all other malcontents dealt with. And now Mortafane isn't here to muddle our plans. All should be smooth sailing.
The Witchmen are stubborn.
There's disarray among those savage northerners. Won't be long until we reclaim all of the Reach. Peace at last. Well, let's not jinx our fortune. Keep safe.
With Kegor talking the burden of the reports, he has now directed me to talk with King in person. It's surprising that the king would trust me with his immediate request so quickly. Nevertheless, I should meet him. Okay. Speak with the king.
Welcome.
You had called for my presence?
Kegor has a penchant for appeasement, doesn't he? Yes, knight. I did ask for you. Yet I shirked to call so soon. After hearing about your feats through the kingdom recently. Though seeing as you are here, you have made yourself available for another duty. That duty entails a group of children that... Son! My, how much you have changed in such short time!
And how much wider you've become. The chef must have been busy.
The messengers told of you returning with Elaine. Has your mother distracted herself in the market again?
I have many virtues, father, yet patience was never one of them. Crisis heralded my return, and I came. For if I were gone any longer, the people could forget the face of their future king.
Come here, son. It's been far too long. I had sat in this hall alone, with all but the guards to humor me.
The longing was mutual, father. I had sought to return home ever since I arrived in Daggerfall. Yet this kingdom grows further, and soon evermore will provide as the West, and much more.
Soon, I hope. I wish to see the day where they look up in deference, as I still live.
I see we're graced by a small audience. It's not like you to forgo introductions, father.
Not anyone of prominence. A servant of the kingdom who I had knighted. Though this servant did thwart a great threat within Raven Spring. However, the tales from that place are spurious at best. I may have been too lax in my privileges again.
Goodness. The rabble finally found some truth to their ravings then. The Reaches host to much ill will, but the twisted schemes of a god. Yet with all their power, a mortal crew had prevailed over their plot. Not many knights can boast of similar feats. In fact, such a trial lifts you above the others my father has sworn in. so forgive his impertinence. Unlike him, I value that conviction.
I am humbled to be in your presence, Prince.
Know this of me, knight. I do not respect those who grovel. We are comrades. I want your respect, not your fear. However, I have matters to discuss with the king. Much time has passed during my stay west. Now Evermore demands my focus. We'll talk again.
Greetings, knight.
Forgive me, my king. Do you still need my service?
Why, of course. You are a royal subject before royalty and the revered gods. Now I need to be succinct, as I have matters to discuss with my son. Children. Children from Raven Spring who seek refuge within these walls. And as this kingdom is more than charitable, we have made arrangements for a new slew of young to be harbored here until that plague subsides, or when order is fully restored to that town. Order which I think my son will be eager to see facilitated. Be careful, knight. Have the children return unharmed.
Goodness. The rabble finally found some truth to their ravings then. The Reach is host to much ill will, but the twisted schemes of a god. Yet with all their power, a mortal crew had prevailed over their plot. Not many knights can boast of similar feats. In fact, such a trial lifts you above the others my father has sworn in. So forgive his impertinence. Unlike him, I value that conviction. Farewell.
Blessings to you, knight.
Okay, never mind.
How long will I be gone, Mom? Please, Mom. I want to stay here. Don't leave me. What?
Doing well, Knight?
I'm here to take the children on behalf of Evermore.
I was wary of who they would be sending, but I've seen you stalwart in the face of the corruption that gripped this town. You're someone I can readily trust. The king has taken a liking to you as well, if he's this confident with your competence.
From battling demons to babysitting. Let's have this over with then.
I hope the kids don't cause too much hassle. They've grown restless from being homebound these last few months. No child should be confined within these dreary abodes for so long. I'll pray for your safe arrival at the city. Blessings for your future journeys.
King Senmai ordered me to escort children from Anima, or Ravenspring, as it's now known, to Evermore. The motive is to relieve the reach of the worries of children under threat from the myriad dangers in the land. A most altruistic desire that isn't fitting for this kingdom.
Come for aid?
I assume you're here to take the children off my hands?
As with every young batch this city receives, there is no higher priority than the propagation of our virtues to the next generation. And we priests are best fitted to carry out that education. So yes, Knight, I will be taking them. And for your knightly deed, trust and gratitude.
You are so generous, Bishop.
Before we forget your past vocation, I assume you are looking for a more tangible reward? A raise to your monthly earnings should suffice.
The king doesn't need me for anything else.
His Majesty has informed me of any further duties to impart on you, so you are free to enjoy your time as you wish.
So, all settled then.
If you are not too busy, then you can attend the show within the city center. Some orc from Daggerfall is scheduled for a speech, one of the more erudite of his kind. Have a listen. Maybe his insight will come of use to a knight. Farewell.
The Archbishop has taken the children off my hands to escort them on the final stretch of their journey to some unknown destination. He has also informed me of the speech taking place within the city, by an orc no less. I follow my curiosity without question to see this display. Okay.
Yes?
Is there ever a smile to be found among the guard? The gloom of the east is behind you. Live it up and enjoy evermore.
Nice to see you again. You were with the Imperials at the outpost, right? Killed all those damn orcs off? I hope you made them suffer.
I heard that you need some help.
It's considered treason to listen in on the king's affairs, you know. Lucky for you, I'm not the king, so I can let it slide. And I do need someone for a very specific task. If you overheard the key points of that conversation, you would know that I'm looking for evidence. Evidence of another party who's made things difficult for us, in terms of dealing with that extremist group, Orsinium's Sons.
And what could I do to help?
We had a tip from one of our scouts that the orcs are running low on gear and food again, over at the old Direni ruins of Umbasir. With this comes the unknown party. They should be sending someone to either provide for the orcs yet again, or give them orders on where to strike. You see, this party hasn't joined the fray for selfless reasons. They're enacting their motives through the orcs. We're not sure why. See what you can find up at Umbasir, preferably without being seen while hearing on any possible dealings. Then return here with the evidence. Don't cause any trouble now.
How this kingdom's in great juice and
Much time has been dedicated to your concerns, for it's precisely why I arrived here. This is not a sole venture taken by myself. Daggerfall has committed many minds.
Maybe a cut above the average orc, yeah, that's still not worth the dung on my heel. Now, orc, tell us, what about your friends? Raping their way through our very kingdom. The stench of death still lingers at Deep Crag, yet you have the gall to make demands!
The orcs share a collective trauma. Orsinium, and all the defeats since. As I stand before you, people just like I have been sent to the enclaves of my kin. And the demands made of the Orsima are far heavier than I ask of you. In case anyone believes the orcs will go without concessions of their own. However, honestly, is needed. The orcs do hate, but it is not a hate in war, but learn. The old may shirk their desire for peace, but the young have hope. Hope that will be stymied if they remain isolated away from the wider realm. A priority noted, soon to be addressed. Missionaries have been accepted by chiefs and elders alike, replacing beliefs in their stay. Malakav's worship will cease to be. All of this I promise, as one stipulation. A most precious prospect for the Orc. New Orsinium, to go without harm. The city will go without arms and malicious intent, in exchange for its sanctity. From now until we can live side by side.
Trouble in the brothel? Halt this speech! We need everyone to vacate the area!
Come, Knight. Prepare to get busy. My God. Twisted bastard.
Omid! Where did he go?
Karth, you won't be harmed now. We'll make sure of that. Come forth and tell us what you saw. Follow me, Knight. That son of a bitch couldn't have gotten far. We'll see where this trail leads. Karth, Omid, you'll need to stay clear of this brothel for a while. Check in at the inn. We'll cover your stay until the matter has been dealt with. Looks like death follows you everywhere, Knight. Just make sure that it doesn't catch up. See if you can find this cretin hiding among the beggars. I'll cordon off the scene. Secure all the evidence. I need an empty stomach for this one.
Kegor told me to investigate the sewers for any traces of the murderer. No doubt whatever could be tunnels will be washed away or mixed with filth.